Picture the tea your grandmother made. A ceramic mug, steam rising, that paper rectangle bobbing gently in hot water. Maybe Lipton, maybe Celestial Seasonings. Whatever was in the cupboard when you were growing up. Simple, comforting. Real tea leaves in a bag, steeped in water, just like humans have done for 5,000 years. Now go to your kitchen and grab whatever tea box is in there right now. Flip it over. Read the ingredients slowly. Natural flavors. That phrase appears on almost every major tea brand sold in America today. What does it actually mean? Legally, it can mean any compound derived from any natural source using any extraction process. The FDA definition is so broad that a single natural flavor listing can contain 50 to 100 separate chemical compounds. Solvents, emulsifiers, preservatives. None of which appear on your ingredient list because they're classified as processing aids. And in 2013, independent lab testing found that 91% of Celestial Seasonings teas contained pesticide residues exceeding federal limits, including a children's product. Sleepy Time Kids, Goodnight Grape. Marketed directly to parents, given directly to children, containing propachlor, a pesticide classified as a known carcinogen. They changed it, they didn't tell you, and they're still charging you for the promise of ancient herbal wisdom in a bag full of industrial chemistry. Welcome to The Label Changed. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing the quiet reformulations that brands hope slip past you. Every week, we catch what labels used to say versus what they say now. Hit subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss what they change next. Let's talk about what happened to tea. And wait until you hear how many billions of plastic particles are steeping in that premium pyramid bag you paid extra for. Number 10. Lipton. The Yellow Box, America's best-selling tea brand for decades. Thomas Lipton started the company in 1890 to bring affordable tea to working-class families. For over a century, Lipton meant reliable, straightforward black tea. Then Unilever acquired the brand, and consumers started noticing something was off. The tea bags got smaller, the flavor got weaker. Online forums filled with complaints about bland, flavorless tea that required 2 or 3 bags to achieve what one bag used to deliver. In 2019, Lipton quietly changed its label from Orange Pekoe to just black tea. Orange Pekoe refers to a specific grade of whole tea leaves. Black tea can mean anything, including the dust and fannings swept up after processing higher quality leaves. Same yellow box your parents bought, same shelf position, completely different product inside. Lipton's response to complaints? They blamed consumers' taste buds rather than their reformulation. Number 9. Celestial Seasonings. The brand built on images of misty mountains and natural wellness, founded in 1969 by herb foragers in Boulder, Colorado. The sleepy bear on the Sleepy Time box became an icon of gentle, natural relaxation. Then, Hain Celestial Group acquired them. And in 2013, Glaucus Research commissioned independent laboratory testing through Eurofins Scientific. The results were devastating. 91% of Celestial Seasonings products tested contained pesticide residues exceeding federal limits. Multiple products contained pesticides with no established safe tolerance level at all. The children's tea contained propachlor, a known carcinogen under California's Proposition 65, with no safe harbor limit established. Celestial Seasonings called the findings false and misleading. They commissioned their own testing through National Food Lab, which found no pesticides in brewed tea. Note the difference. Eurofins tested the tea leaves. NFL tested the brewed liquid. Different methodology, different results. The lawsuit was eventually dismissed, but the company never released their competing lab reports. They called that information proprietary. Same peaceful packaging, same wellness promises, questions about what's actually in the bag that were never fully answered. Number 8. Teavana, the premium loose-leaf brand that charged 368% more than competitors because they claimed their teas were pesticide-free and EU compliant. Starbucks paid $620 million to acquire them in 2012. Just before that acquisition closed, Glaucus Research ETHGE tested Tiavana products. 100% of samples contained pesticides, not some, all of them. 77% would have been banned from import into the European Union under their safety standards. The most expensive tea in their lineup, monkey-picked oolong, was the most contaminated with 23 different pesticides detected. 62% of samples contained endosulfan. This pesticide is banned in the United States, the European Union, and 144 other countries because it's linked to impaired fertility and developmental harm. Tiavana had been telling customers their teas were EU compliant. The lab results suggested otherwise. Starbucks bought the company anyway. By 2017, they closed all 379 retail stores, but Tiavana products are still sold in Starbucks locations and grocery stores today. Same premium pricing, same wellness positioning, different reality than the marketing implies. Number 7. Bigelow. Family-owned since 1945. Constant comment is their signature blend, a recipe Ruth Bigelow created from a colonial-era cookbook. The brand built its reputation on American heritage and family values. Check the ingredients on most Bigelow products today. Natural flavors appear on nearly every box. Their Earl Grey contains natural flavor rather than actual bergamot oil aged with the tea leaves. Their flavored teas use the same laboratory flavor systems as mass-market competitors. The family ownership remains, but the production methods have evolved toward industry-standard practices that prioritize consistency and cost over traditional preparation. Same family story on the box, different chemistry inside than what traditional recipe implies. Number 6. Twinings. 300 years of heritage. Founded in 1706 in London. The brand that introduced Earl Grey to the world, royal warrant holder to the British Crown. Compare a Twinings box sold in the UK to the same product sold in America. Different formulations for different markets. The British version is blended stronger because British consumers add milk. The American version is blended weaker and often contains natural flavors that don't appear in the UK ingredients list. Twinings sells their heritage while delivering different products depending on which regulations apply. Same historic branding, same premium positioning. Formulations adjusted market by market based on what each country's consumers will accept. Number 5. Tazo. Created in 1994 in Portland with a mission to bring exotic tea experiences to American consumers. Starbucks acquired them in 1999. Unilever bought them from Starbucks in 2017 for $384 million. Each acquisition brought reformulation pressure. Original Tazo products used whole ingredients and traditional preparation methods. Current products rely heavily on natural flavors to achieve consistency across global supply chains. The exotic origin story remains central to marketing, but the production reality shifted toward industrial efficiency with each corporate transition. Same mystical packaging, different ownership, different formulation priorities than the founders intended. Number 4. Any tea in a plastic pyramid bag. This is the industry-wide scandal that affects dozens of brands simultaneously. In 2019, researchers at McGill University in Montreal published a study in Environmental Science and Technology that changed everything we thought we knew about premium tea bags. They purchased multiple brands featuring those silky mesh pyramid bags, the kind that let you watch the leaves unfurl elegantly. They removed the tea, steeped the empty bags in hot water at brewing temperature, and analyzed what came out. 11.6 billion microplastics released per bag, 3.1 billion nanoplastics per cup, every single time you steep. The particles came from nylon and polyethylene terephthalate, the same plastic used in disposable water bottles. Both materials are approved for food contact packaging. Nobody tested what happens when you pour 95 degrees Celsius water over them and let them sit for 5 minutes. The concentration of plastics released from premium tea bags is orders of magnitude higher than levels measured in tap water, bottled water, beer, honey, or seafood. The particles are small enough to cross cell membranes. When researchers exposed water fleas to the tea bag leachate, they observed anatomical abnormalities and behavioral changes. You pay premium prices for pyramid bags because they look sophisticated. What the packaging doesn't mention is that sophistication dissolves into billions of plastic particles with every steep. Number 3. Any tea with paper bags sealed using epichlorohydrin. This affects the majority of conventional tea bags on grocery store shelves. Most paper tea bags don't actually seal themselves. They need a binding agent to hold together when wet. The industry standard is epichlorohydrin, a compound primarily used in pesticide production. The National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health classifies it as a potential carcinogen. When epichlorohydrin contacts water, it converts to 3-MCPD, which causes cancer in laboratory animals and has been linked to infertility in animal studies. The tea inside might be organic. The bag might be poisoning you. The label says nothing about how the bag is constructed. Number 2. Any tea hiding behind natural flavors instead of real ingredients. The CEO of Numi Tea explained this directly in an interview. Quote, "You can break down anything found in nature, and if it ends up tasting like the flavor you wish to use, you can add it to any product and call it natural flavor on the ingredient label. It could come from a stone in the ground, and you'd never know." A single natural flavor listing can contain 50 to 100 chemical compounds that never appear on the label. Solvents used for extraction, emulsifiers for stability, preservatives for shelf life. All are classified as processing aids rather than ingredients and are invisible to consumers. Mass-market tea brands use these flavor systems to mask low-quality base ingredients. The tea leaves might be stale, bitter, or lacking character. The added flavors cover deficiencies and create batch-to-batch consistency. You're not tasting carefully sourced leaves. You're tasting laboratory formulations designed to simulate what good tea used to taste like. Number 1. The industry-wide quality collapse. What's actually in most tea bags isn't tea leaves. It's what the industry calls fannings and dust. These are the smallest particles left over after processing higher quality loose-leaf tea. The scraps, the floor sweepings. Companies realized they could stuff these remnants into paper pouches and sell them to consumers who didn't know the difference. Tea dust releases flavor quickly because it has massive surface area exposure. That's not quality. That's chemistry compensating for inferior ingredients. More surface area also means faster degradation of essential oils, faster loss of the beneficial compounds that made tea valuable for medicine in the first place, and more exposure to whatever pesticides or processing chemicals touched the leaves before grinding. Your grandmother's tea contained actual tea leaves. Today's tea bags contain what's left after the good stuff gets sold to someone else. Same category on the shelf, same brewing ritual, fundamentally different product. But here's the good news. Not every company followed the path of fillers and natural flavors. These producers prove you can still buy actual tea. Number 4. Numi Organic Tea. Founded in Oakland, California by brother and sister Ahmed and Reem Rahim. Their principle is non-negotiable. No natural flavors, no artificial flavors, no flavoring compounds of any kind. Only whole ingredients you can see and identify in the blend. For Earl Grey, instead of adding bergamot flavoring, they age Assam black tea with actual bergamot oranges for several weeks, until the citrus essence permeates the leaves. Then they remove the fruit. For jasmine tea, they layer leaves with fresh jasmine blossoms at night when the flowers are most fragrant, then remove them the next morning. This process repeats 3 times. Their tea bags use manila hemp fiber without epichlorohydrin, without plastic sealing compounds, without bleaching agents. Certified organic, non-GMO project verified. B Corporation certified. Available at most natural food stores and many conventional grocers. Number 3. Traditional medicinals. Founded in 1974 in Sebastopol, California. They employ trained herbalists who formulate blends according to pharmacopoeial standards, meaning their teas meet specifications used for herbal medicines rather than just food products. Their tea bags use unbleached manila hemp fiber attached with cotton string. Every ingredient is certified organic. When they claim a tea supports relaxation or digestive health, they have formulated it using established herbal medicine principles rather than marketing claims attached to random ingredients. They were the first company in the tea industry to achieve B Corporation certification. Number 2. Rishi Tea, founded in 1997 in Milwaukee by Joshua Kaiser after extensive travels through tea-producing regions. Over 95% of their ingredients are certified organic. They maintain direct relationships with specific farmers rather than buying from commodity brokers. Their tea bags use plant-based materials derived from corn and potato starch rather than petroleum plastics. Not perfect, but dramatically better than nylon or PET pyramid bags. They disclose their sourcing practices and can tell you exactly which estate produced the leaves in your cup. Number 1. Loose leaf tea with a stainless steel infuser. This is the cleanest option and often the economical. Quality loose leaf tea can be steeped multiple times. That $7 bag of whole leaves might yield 30 cups compared to the same price buying dust in single-use bags. Per cup, loose leaf is often cheaper while delivering dramatically better quality. No plastic particles, no paper bag chemicals, no mystery compounds hiding behind natural flavors. The leaves themselves tell you what you're getting. Whole leaves mean carefully processed tea. Dust and fragments mean industrial processing where price matters more than character. Here's what to look for next time you're buying tea. If the ingredients list natural flavors, you're drinking laboratory formulations, not traditional tea. If the bag is silky, shiny, or holds its shape perfectly in water, it's probably plastic that will release billions of particles into your cup. If the ingredient list contains anything beyond tea leaves and recognizable herbs or spices, ask yourself why. Look for USDA organic certification. Look for companies that disclose their bag materials specifically. Look for brands that can tell you exactly where their tea comes from. The original version still exists. Whole leaves, hot water, time. That's all tea was for 5,000 years before corporations decided ancient wisdom needed natural flavor enhancement and convenient petroleum-based packaging. If you learned something, subscribe to The Label Changed and hit the notification bell. Every like helps more people catch what brands hope they'll miss. Share this with someone who deserves to know what's actually steeping in their cup. New investigations drop every week. The Label Changed. Now you know how to read it.